We are starting with wave optics, that is light chapter. Now, in light, the first, what is light actually? Okay, what is light? These are electromagnetic waves that we already know. Okay, but we are starting with right from the history of light. So, light shows certain properties. What are the different properties of light? Light properties, light, it goes in straight line. Okay, that is it is called as ray optics. It goes in straight line. Next, light also undergoes refraction, reflection, interference, diffraction, polarization. So light shows all these properties, that is ray optics, refraction, reflection, interference, diffraction, polarization. ये interference, diffraction और polarization क्या है तुमको यही चैप्टर में आगे समझ में आ जाएगा. So all these properties has to be there. These properties are there in light. Now all these properties should be justified. So there were different theories put up that what is light. So the first theory was put up by Newton in 1642. First theory was put up by Newton. Newton's theory was called as Newton's corpuscular theory. Newton's corpuscular theory stated that light is corpuscles. These are corpuscles, यानी particles है. Light are corpuscles or particles. These are massless, elastic, certain particles. Okay. So he said that light is made up of particles, corpuscles, which are hard, elastic, and massless. These are hard, elastic, and massless. If he considered light to be corpuscles, which is hard, elastic, and massless. Sashank, mute karo. Okay. If we consider these to be hard, elastic particles, okay. If we consider to be hard, elastic, massless corpuscles, they should be obeying all the properties of the light. That is, it should obey refraction, reflection, and straight line motion, interference, diffraction, polarization. Okay, you all know that light is not corpuscles. Okay, these are not certain type of particles. Okay, but when Newton assumed this light to be made up of corpuscles, what he said, a source of light emits these corpuscles. For example, if there is a bulb, this source of light emits these corpuscles which travel along the straight lines, in the absence of external force. In the absence of external force, it travels in the straight line. When the light corpuscles strike a reflecting surface, they undergo elastic collisions and follow the law of refraction. So, सबसे पहले, these corpuscles move in straight line. तो straight line propagation को explain कर दिया. Okay. Second, how did he explain reflection? When it strikes a reflecting surface, there is an elastic collision. So there is reflection that takes place. During refraction, अभी उसने refraction कैसे explain कर दिया? During refraction, this is rarer medium, denser medium. During refraction, the particles of the denser medium attract the corpuscles more. This is the path of the ray of light. This is rarer medium, denser medium. In denser medium, the attraction of these corpuscles are more. So they change their direction. So using this corpuscular theory, he could explain straight line propagation, he could explain reflection, he could explain refraction. Okay. The denser medium, he said that the denser medium exerts a larger attraction on corpuscles. Because it exerts a larger attraction in corpuscle, these corpuscles accelerate in denser medium. Yani the velocity of light in denser medium is more than the velocity of light in rarer medium. तो उसने कुछ assumptions किए. What were his assumptions? That light is made up of corpuscles. Using corpuscles, he said that the source of light emits these corpuscles which move in straight line. They undergo collision and elastic collision, that explains reflection. There is an attraction, so it explains refraction, change in direction. Refraction matlab change in direction. It also said that because attraction is more, it accelerates and the velocity is more in denser medium compared to the velocity in rarer medium. See, using his assumption, he could explain straight line motion, reflection, refraction, and everything. But his theory had a certain limitation. Okay, इस theory में कुछ limitation है. First limitation, Newton theories predicted that the speed of light in denser medium, उसने क्या बोला, यहाँ पे attraction ज्यादा है denser medium में. So speed of light in denser medium is more than the speed of light in rarer medium. He assumed that. Okay. So his theory predicted that speed of light in denser medium is more than speed of light in rarer medium. But this is a limitation. Why? Because it is opposite to the practical experiments. Practically, क्या मालूम है that the speed of light in denser medium is less. Denser medium में speed of light is less than the speed of light in rarer medium. Okay, so उसका theory का पहला limitation है that the speed of light in denser medium is more than the speed of light in rarer medium. Okay, this contradicts the external experimental observation. This is the first limitation. Second limitation, light of different colors correspond to corpuscles of different sizes. Means why there are colors? White color, blue color, violet color, black color, brown color. ये सारे colors किसके कारण हो रहा है? Due to the different sizes of corpuscles. तो ये उसका assumption है, which is wrong. Last limitation है, he could not explain. He could explain straight line propagation. He could explain reflection, refraction, but he could not explain interference of light, diffraction of light, and polarization of light. So he could not explain these three properties of light. So that's the reason ये theory का कुछ limitations था. The next theory was put forward by Huygens. Huygens' wave nature. Okay. Huygens' theory stated that Huygens assumed light to be a wave. Huygens assumed light to be a wave caused by vibration of the particles of the medium. So he assumed that light to be wave. I hope everyone knows the different types of waves. What are these waves called?
Longitudinal waves.
Longitudinal.
What are these waves called?
Transverse waves.
Transverse wave. Okay. Like अगर water पे हमने stone डाला, so the wave that is produced is a transverse wave. So that transverse wave has traveled in a particular medium. So Huygens' theory stated that Huygens assumed that light to be a wave, this wave, caused by the vibration of the particles of the medium. Huygens ने क्या assume किया? Light is a wave caused by the particle of the medium, vibrations of the particles of the medium. जैसे water का example लेंगे, हमने stone डाला तो water में ripples या फिर waves create होता है, वैसे light में भी waves create होता है. Okay, and that these waves are created in a certain medium. Okay, but everyone knows that light also travels in vacuum. What is an example of light traveling in vacuum? Give an example of light travels in vacuum. Yes.
Sunlight.
Huh?
Sunlight travels in space.
The ray of light travels in space, right? Space में vacuum है. So how did he explain? What was his assumption? That what is light? These are the vibrations produced in the medium. But when the ray of light comes from sun to earth के बीच में medium है ही नहीं. Then how does that ray of light travels from sun to earth? So what he did, he assumed that there is a medium. सन और अर्थ के बीच में मीडियम है, वो assumption किया. He named that he said that there is a medium called ether. Ether. Now that he said that ether is present everywhere, and that ether also is present in vacuum. So he assumed that sun and earth के मतलब vacuum में भी ether available है. So he justified his theory. He said that these are the vibrations produced in a medium. But we know that light travels in vacuum also. तो इसके हिसाब से light travels in medium. But we know that light travels in vacuum also. So how did he justify it? He said that there is a medium. What was the medium he assumed? He assumed ether as a medium. Okay, and so the light travels. Because of his theory, इस theory के कारण, that is wave nature के कारण, Huygens wave nature के कारण, he could explain interference, diffraction, and polarization. So what was the problem in Newton's theory? He could explain straight line motion, reflection, refraction, but he couldn't explain interference, diffraction, and polarization. Huygens wave theory could explain interference, polarization, and diffraction. Okay. Huygens theory also explained the laws of reflection, refraction, as well as image by mirrors and lenses. Wave theory showed that if the speed of light waves in denser medium is smaller than the medium, than the rarer medium, light bends towards towards the normal. Okay. Huygens wave theory explained that if the ray of light goes from rarer medium to denser medium, this ray of light turns towards the normal. Okay. He also explained that the speed of light in denser medium का speed of light is smaller than the speed of light in rarer medium, जो actually present. Okay. So Huygens theory could explain many such things. But again, even Huygens theory could explain all the visual effects of light. There are different visual effects which are produced by light. अलग-अलग visual effects जो light produce करता है. Huygens theory could explain those visual effects also. But there is a limitation in Huygens theory. The first limitation is उसने एक assumption किया था. क्या assumption किया था? That light travels, there is a medium required, and that medium he said to be ether. Okay, but there was no evidence of ether anywhere. Okay, so उसका ये limitation था. There was no evidence of ether existing in vacuum. Okay, so now Newton's corpuscular theory had a certain limitation. Even Huygens wave nature had a certain limitation. Okay, now then there was another theory put forward. That theory was put forward by Maxwell. Maxwell suggested that light is an electromagnetic waves. Light is electromagnetic waves. Yani light travels in electric and magnetic field both. This is the propagation of light. This is electric field, this is magnetic field. Electric and magnetic field both are perpendicular to each other. So this is the propagation of a light that takes place. So Maxwell put forward the theory that of light being electromagnetic waves. He said that Maxwell said that light has dual nature. यानी उसने दोनों theory को combine कर दिया. He said that light has dual nature. यानी light has particle nature also and wave nature also. So he considered light to be showing dual nature, that is particle nature and this wave nature. Okay. Under different situations, particles of light are called photons. Now, उसने Newton's corpuscular theory stated that particles are corpuscles. These corpuscles are hard, massless, and elastic. Maxwell ने क्या किया? उसने क्या बोला? The light is showing dual nature, यानी वो particle nature भी बता रहा है, wave nature भी बता रहा है, यानी दोनों properties explain कर सकते हैं. दोनों प्रॉपर्टीज, रिफ्लेक्शन, रिफ्रैक्शन, स्ट्रेट लाइन मोशन, इंटरफेरेंस, पोलराइजेशन, डिफ्रैक्शन, ये सब प्रॉपर्टीज एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं by considering light to be having dual nature where it shows particle nature. but ये particle यानी क्या रहेगा? These particles are not corpuscles यानी hard, massless, elastic, ऐसा नहीं है. These particles are photons. photons यानी energy. photon यानी एनर्जी, और उसका एनर्जी का वैल्यू फिक्स होता है h mu, where h is called as a Planck's constant, mu is the frequency. This is called as photon, the energy. Okay, particles of nature. Now, so Maxwell ने क्या किया? Maxwell ने दोनों theories को combine कर दिया. He used Newton's corpuscular theory as well as Huygens wave theory, and he said that ray of light is electromagnetic waves. These are electromagnetic waves which shows both the natures, यानी particle nature as well as dual nature. So henceforth, light will be considered to be having dual nature. उसमें particles भी है और उसमें wave nature दोनों भी रहेगा. Okay, next. The study of optical phenomena under the assumption that it travels in straight line as a ray is called ray optics. Now we are learning two definitions. First is the definition of ray optics. What do you mean by ray optics? When we assume the ray of light to move in a straight line is called as ray optics. Second, the branch of optics which uses wave nature of light. The branch of optics which uses wave nature of light to explain the optical phenomena is called as wave optics. So we are learning about ray optics. And second is wave optics. तो पहला ray optics का definition क्या आता है? Ray optics states that the study of optical phenomena under the assumption that it travels in straight line. When we assume that the ray of light travels in straight line, this study is called as ray optics. When we consider ray of light to be wave, then the study is called as wave optics. Okay, that is what we are learning in this chapter, wave optics. Okay, so यहाँ तक कुछ कॉन्सेप्ट्स में क्वेश्चन है तो पूछ लो पहले. Two particles are in phase. This is a wave. Two particles are in phase if their state of motion is the same. Means अगर ये crest पे है और ये भी crest पे, we say that these two particles are in same phase. Same way, अगर ये ट्रफ पे है और ये भी ट्रफ पे, we say that both the particles are in the same phase. Phase. So next word we are introducing is a phase. Two particles are in phase, same phase, if their state of motion is same. What is their state of motion? दोनों भी crest पे है, ठीक है, या दोनों भी ट्रफ पे है. When their state of motion is same, that is, if they have the same velocity and displacement, they are said to be in the same phase. Okay, velocity and displacement both are vector quantity. याद रखना, velocity इधर और इधर भी same होता है, but ये ऊपर डायरेक्शन वाला velocity है, नीचे डायरेक्शन वाला velocity है. तो velocity में magnitude भी होता है, direction भी होता है. magnitude भले ही same आ जाए, but direction opposite है. इसका और इसका magnitude भी same है, direction भी same है. So when what do you mean by in the same phase? That means that the velocity and displacement both should be the same. Okay, next. The locus of all the points at a given instant in the same phase is called as wave front. The locus of all points, this is the locus of all points having the same phase is called as wave front. So what I'm trying to explain is the propagation of the ray of light. We are trying to explain the propagation of the ray of light. How does the ray of light propagates? So assume there is this source. Okay, this is the source. So the ray of light will be propagated in all directions. So यहाँ पे ray of light will be propagated in all directions. ठीक है? the locus of all these points at a particular time. This such locus form is called as a wave front. तो वेव फ्रंट कौन से टाइप का होता है? एक होता है स्फेरिकल वेव फ्रंट, एक होता है प्लेन वेव फ्रंट. ओके, सो आई जस्ट एक्सप्लेन दिस थियोरेटिकली. थ्री डायमेंशनल वेव्स, ये जो सोर्स है ना, ये जो वेव क्रिएट करेगा, दैट इज द थ्री डायमेंशनल वेव्स, like the sound waves or light waves, travel in all direction away from the source and propagate in the three dimension. Such a wave is called spherical wave. This is a spherical wave. Wavefronts are the surfaces passing through all the points having the same distance from the source and having the same phase. See, this wave, ये सब waves है. ओके, तो इसका और इसका फेज सेम रहना चाहिए. इसका मतलब इनका सबका, सॉरी फॉर दैट, इनका सबका जो फेज है ना वो सेम रहना चाहिए. ओके, देन इट इज कॉल्ड एज वेव फ्रंट. ओके, दीज लोकस ऑफ पॉइंट्स, लोकस वर्ड तुमने मैथमेटिक्स में ऑलरेडी किया हुआ है. लोकस मतलब सेट ऑफ पॉइंट्स. These locus of points is called as a wavefront. Once again, three-dimensional waves like sound waves or light waves travel in all directions, okay, and propagate in three dimensions. Such a wave is called as spherical wave. This wave is called as a spherical wave. Wavefronts are the surfaces passing having the same distance. These wavefronts are the surfaces having the same distance from the source and having the same phase. यानी ये सब का सब वेव का फेज सेम रहेगा. What do you mean by the word phase? अभी हमने किया था वेव में, ठीक है. तो ये अगर समझो ये क्रेस्ट पे है तो ये सब कोई क्रेस्ट पे ही रहेगा. सो ये जो लेयर फॉर्म होता है ना, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ वेव फ्रंट. तो याद रखना, इफ दिस इज अ सोर्स, there will be a wave front formed everywhere. This is the sphere form. फिर ये wave front का हर एक particle, this is a source, इधर से wave निकला, ये सारे points which are in the same phase forms a wave front. That is another sphere. अब वो हर particle of that sphere, every particle of that sphere will act as secondary wave fronts. They will act as secondary wave fronts and ये आगे wave produce करेगा. फिर उसके बाद दूसरा एक और एक wave front form होएगा, ठीक है. फिर उसके बाद और एक wave front form होएगा. So this way there will be one wave front, second wave front, third wave front, ऐसे आगे अलग wave front form. This explains propagation of the waves. So ये Huygens theory में से ये wave front वाला concept use किया है to explain the propagation of light. So what we know that ray of light travels only in forward direction. Why? Because it is affected only in forward direction. Ray of light does not travel in backward direction. मतलब ray of light आगे जाके वापस source के पास वापस नहीं आता है, ठीक है. So how does the ray of light moves in forward direction? That is being explained by this theory. Okay, once again. So spherical wave fronts which has traveled a large distance away from the source. This is a spherical wave front. Notice it. ये source है और ये जो wave front form हो गया ना, इसको बोलते हैं spherical wave front. But यही spherical wave front formed at large distance. Now you can see. When this spherical wave front is formed at large distance में ये जो wave front form हो गया है ना, तुम इसको notice करो. This is approximately a plane wave front. So how is plane wave front formed? Plane wave front कैसे form होता है? वो spherical wave front ही होता है. But because that spherical wave front is at a larger distance, so that becomes approximately the plane wave front. ये plane wave front form हो गया. समझा? If the source of light is linear, if the source of light itself is linear, then the wave front form is cylindrical. Then this wave front form is cylindrical. Okay, can you explain? Give me an example of a linear source of light?
Tube light.
Tube light. Very good. That is an example of linear source of light. Then the wavefront so formed is a cylindrical wavefront. Okay. So we studied about plane wavefront, spherical wavefront. Okay. Now, this Huygens theory, Newton's theory, and the dual nature, this helps us to understand reflection and refraction. So, reflection of light at a plane surface. Now, this is a plane surface. Since this is a reflecting surface, I will show it like this. Now, we are trying to explain reflection of light. To explain reflection of light, we consider two parallel rays falling on this reflecting surface. These two are parallel rays. Now, how to draw parallel line? If I take a ruler को ऐसा रखो, उसका एक एज दूसरा लाइन इधर बनाओ, एक लाइन इधर बनाओ. This becomes parallel rays. Okay. So, these are the parallel rays. Now, these parallel rays travel in the form of plane wavefronts. You can see that. यहाँ पे सब plane wavefront form हुआ है. So when these rays of light travel, they are traveling in the form of plane wavefronts. Okay, I hope you are clear about this. The plane wavefront which exactly touches this mirror, I will consider this plane wavefront as AB. Okay, now this is very important to understand. This ray of light which is traveling, ये पूरा ray of light है which is traveling. They travel in the form of wavefronts. अभी हमने wavefront concept पढ़ा था ना? They travel in the same form. Wavefront, wavelets, next wavefront, wavelets, next wavefront. तो वैसे यहाँ पे अलग-अलग wavefronts form हो रहे हैं. Okay, so we don't have to show all that part. तुमको सिर्फ ये वाला wavefront consider करना है. ये कौन सा वाला wavefront है? This is a wavefront which just touches the mirror. Okay. Now, whenever the ray of light touches a surface, वहां पे normal draw करते हैं. Everyone knows this normals are to be drawn. This is PA. ठीक है. Now, ये वाला normal consider मैं textual names ही रख रहा हूँ. Now, this is the first wavefront. Now, do remember these wavefronts are perpendicular to the waves. Now, you will notice that this ray of light is traveling some more distance compared to this ray of light because it cannot travel inside. This is a reflecting surface. This ray of light cannot travel further. So this ray of light travels a certain distance more. कौन सा distance more travel कर रहा है? BC distance more is traveled by this ray of light. This ray cannot travel this distance more. Why it cannot travel? Please tell me this. क्यों नहीं travel कर रहा है further? इसलिए जब ये distance
reflecting
ये आगे distance नहीं cover कर सकता because ये reflecting surface है. Because this is a reflecting surface, it cannot cover the same distance inside, but it reflects back. It reflects back in the same medium. It cannot go inside, but it reflects back in the same medium. Okay, so how does it reflect back in the same medium? Tell me how much distance is traveled over here. Let's consider the speed of light over here as v1 in this medium. Let the speed of light be v1. What is speed equal to? Distance upon time. So what is distance? मेरे को distance में interest है. So what is distance equal to? Speed into time. So how much is the distance traveled by BC? Tell me. कितना distance BC ने travel किया है? B into T. V1 नहीं लेते, V लेते क्योंकि एक ही medium है. So how much distance is traveled by BC? Tell me. कितना distance travel किया? In time t उसने इतना distance travel किया ना, तो कितना distance हो गया? V into t. कैसे हुआ V into t? What is speed equal to distance upon time? So what is distance equal to? Speed into time. So how much distance is traveled? Vt. This is not going inside, but this gets reflected back in the same medium. तो ये जब reflect back in the same medium आएगा, same time t में जब ये इधर से इधर पहुंचा, सेम टाइम टी में ये किधर पहुंचेगा? सेम टाइम टी में ये वेव इधर तो नहीं जा सकता, ओके, बट इट विल बी रिफ्लेक्टेड बैक इन द सेम मीडियम। तो सेम टाइम टी में ये कितना डिस्टेंस कवर करेगा? व्हाट इज द स्पीड ऑफ लाइट इन दिस मीडियम?
V.
What is the speed of light?
VT.
V.
What is speed equal to distance upon time? So what is distance traveled? Speed into time. Speed कितना है? V. Time is t. So what is the distance traveled? Vt. In time t, this ray covers bc distance, which is equal to vt. In the same time t, this will get. In the same time t, ये कितना distance cover करेगा?
VT.
So it will
VT.
form a wavelet. It will form a wavelet. ये ना एक वेवलेट फॉर्म करेगा। कितने डिस्टेंस का वेवलेट फॉर्म करेगा? थिंक अबाउट इट। कौन से डिस्टेंस का वेवलेट फॉर्म करेगा? सेम टाइम टी है ना, और सेम स्पीड है, यानी कौन कितना डिस्टेंस कवर करेगा? सेम स्पीड, सॉरी सेम डिस्टेंस कवर करेगा। व्हाट डिस्टेंस विल बी कवर्ड? वीटी। तो तुमको राउंडर इस पे रखना है, राउंडर इस पे रखना है, इतना रेडियस लेने का, इस पे रख के इतना रेडियस लोगे, यहां पे रखना है और एक स्फीयर फॉर्म करना है। व्हाट डज दैट स्फीयर सिग्निफाइज? तुमने यहां से यहां तक का रेडियस लिया, राउंडर इस पे रखा, एंड यू फॉर्म अ स्फीयर ओवर हियर और सर्कल ओवर हियर। व्हाट डज दिस सिग्निफाइज? ये सर्कल क्या सिग्निफाई कर रहा है?
Radius VT.
देखो ये प्लेन वेव फ्रंट था, ईच ऑफ देम एक्टेड एज अ सेकेंडरी सोर्स। सेकेंडरी सोर्स में हमने ये जो बनाया था इसको क्या बोलते हैं?
Wavelet.
तो अब ये जब इधर से इधर गया, this acted as a secondary source, and what did it form? It formed a wavelet. Are you clear with this? ये wavelet का radius क्या है? It's the same radius. Are you clear with this part? Same radius है. The envelope. अच्छा, by the way, इसने इतना वेवलेट फॉर्म किया, वैसे ही ईच ऑफ दिस पॉइंट थोड़ी देर बाद ये इधर आएगा, ये अपना एक वेवलेट फॉर्म करेगा। मैं ना सिर्फ डायग्राम बना रहा हूं, मैं अभी डायग्राम दिखा रहा हूं, वैसे तुमको एग्जाम में वो सब नहीं बनाना। अब इसने कुछ और डिस्टेंस इधर कवर किया, तो इसका वेवलेट
बैंड होना ऐसा कोई ज्यादा सिग्नल नहीं होना
रेडियस करेगा। शैकी म्यूट कर। Assume this is another wave. इसका जो wavelet है that will be of a smaller radius. Can you tell me why this wavelet is of smaller radius? ये wavelet smaller radius का क्यों बन रहा है? जितना radius का ये wavelet बना, ये wavelet उससे कम radius का बना, ये और कम radius का बना। Reason ये already certain distance cover कर चुका है। ये ray of light, ये ray of light, इसको आगे जितना distance cover करना था ना वो इतना था, वैसे इसको थोड़ा कम डिस्टेंस आगे कवर करना था रिफ्लेक्शन के बाद। तो तुम इनका सबका एनवेलप बनाओगे ना, इनका सबका एनवेलप, दिस विल बिकम द सेकेंडरी वेव फ्रंट। This will be becoming a secondary wave front. Okay, now this whole diagram I am drawing again and explain this again to you. What is this? A reflecting surface. These are two parallel rays. There are many wavefronts. We'll start from this wavefront, AB. Do remember that these wavefronts are perpendicular to the rays. The time taken for this wave to reach over here, in the same time this ray, in the same time, what is the distance covered over here? How much is the distance covered? Vt. The distance covered over here is Vt. In the same time t, how much is the distance covered by this secondary source? ये secondary source है, ये क्या distance cover करेगा? It will form a wavelet. कितने distance का wavelet form करेगा? How much distance will it cover? Same time t है और same medium है, medium वही है, तो उसका velocity भी वही है, पर वो क्या distance cover करेगा? यही distance, तो क्या करने का? राउंडर b पे रखने का, bc का रेडियस लेने का, bc का रेडियस लेना है, a पे रखने का राउंडर, bc वाला रेडियस का वेवलेट ड्रॉ कर, ठीक है? BC वाले डिस्टेंस का वेवलेट ड्रॉ करें, थोड़ा बड़ा हो गया, ठीक है। नाउ इधर से इसको टेंजेंट बनाओ, रूलर रख के ना इसको टेंजेंट फॉर्म करना है, ठीक है, रफ टेंजेंट बनाने का, ओके। एग्जैक्ट टेंजेंट ढूंढते मत जाना, रूलर रख के बस यहाँ पे एक टेंजेंट ड्रॉ कर, बिकॉज दिस इज अ टेंजेंट। तो ये इस पॉइंट को इससे ज्वाइन करो, ये जो तुम्हारा है ना प्राइमरी फर्स्ट वेव फ्रंट था, रिफ्लेक्शन के बाद ये दूसरा वेव फ्रंट बन गया, रिफ्लेक्शन के बाद ये इधर गया तब ये रिटर्न इधर आया, जितने टाइम में ये रे इधर गया उतने टाइम में ये जो रे था ना वो इस साइड आ गया। दिस इज हाउ इट हैज ट्रैवल्ड, ओके। सो दिस इज द रिफ्लेक्शन दैट हैज टेकन प्लेस। This is your secondary wavefront, this is your primary wavefront, and this is called as the secondary wavefront, okay. I will name this as E. Is that clear? Okay, any questions still here? Okay,
No, sir.
अभी मेरे को है ना तुम लोग को डायग्राम मेरे को एक्सप्लेन करने का है, कैसे करना है। थोड़ा सा फास्ट हो एंड प्लीज अनम्यूट एंड कीप आंसरिंग इट। सबसे पहले क्या करने का है?
पैरेलल रेस।
पैरेलल रेस। तुमको ये डायग्राम समझेगा तो ये इजीली समझ में आएगा। These are parallel rays. Okay, next. यहाँ से perpendicular draw करो। What is this?
AB.
Plane wavefront. This is a plane wavefront. Okay, AB. C. This is a normal draw. How much is this distance covered if I take the speed of light as v? How much is the distance covered?
VT.
Vt. This will be acting as a secondary source. The distance covered Vt. How much distance will be covered by this wave? This wave. ये रे कितना डिस्टेंस कवर करेगा इन द सेम टाइम t? Vt. So ये रेडियस लेने का, इस पे रखने का है, और Vt डिस्टेंस, this is called as a wavelet form. The envelope of these wavelets, ऐसे बहुत सारे wavelets बनने वाले हैं। ये रे का बन गया, ये रे जब इधर आएगा तब बनेगा, इधर आएगा तब बनेगा, इधर आएगा तब बनेगा। ऐसा सब wavelets का envelope जो बनेगा, यानी जो tangent बनेगा, that tangent is called as a secondary wavefront. पहले ये tangent बनाओगे, that is called as a secondary wavefront. ठीक है, फिर इस पॉइंट को इससे ज्वाइन करोगे। This is the reflected ray of light. I name this point as E. यहां तक समझ में आ गया? ओके ओके। अब इसी से ये वेव फ्रंट है, इसी से परपेंडिकुलर दूसरा बना, तो ये क्या हो गया? इसका रिफ्लेक्शन, इस रे का रिफ्लेक्शन। जैसे इसका रिफ्लेक्शन इधर है वैसे इसका रिफ्लेक्शन इधर है, वैसे हमको ये कैलकुलेशन में इसका कोई जरूरत नहीं। दिस इज कॉल्ड एज एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस. This is called as angle of incidence, and this is called as angle of reflection. Angle of incidence, angle of reflection. Okay. Now look at these angles. इससे परपेंडिकुलर ये है, याद है ये प्लेन वेव फ्रंट है, ये प्लेन वेव फ्रंट रेज ऑफ लाइट से, इंसिडेंट रेज ऑफ लाइट से परपेंडिकुलर, तो इससे परपेंडिकुलर ये आता है। ये जो नॉर्मल है वो सरफेस से परपेंडिकुलर है, इन दोनों के बीच में एंगल आई है, तो इससे परपेंडिकुलर ये है, इससे परपेंडिकुलर ये है, तो इनके बीच में भी एंगल क्या रहेगा? आई. So use little bit of geometry here. The angle between this and this normal is I. इससे परपेंडिकुलर ये है, इससे परपेंडिकुलर ये है, तो ये एंगल भी क्या रहेगा? I. Now this is R, angle of reflection. इससे परपेंडिकुलर ये है और ये नॉर्मल से परपेंडिकुलर ये है, इनके बीच में एंगल R है, तो इन दोनों रे से परपेंडिकुलर कौन सा रे है? These are the rays. इससे परपेंडिकुलर ये आता है और इससे परपेंडिकुलर ये आता है, so these are the rays. तो अगर ये एंगल R है तो ये एंगल भी क्या रहेगा? R. ठीक है? Any questions over here? This angles का marking में? Now, In triangle AEC and triangle ABC, triangle AEC and ABC, सबसे पहले एंगल AEC and angle ABC both are 90 degree, मालूम है ना, 90 degree. Next, AE and BC both are equal to each other. How much is that equal to each other? BT. याद है, ये BT डिस्टेंस था, मैंने राउंडर इसी पे रखा, इधर रख के फिर ये सेमी सर्कल ड्रॉ किया था. इफ यू रिमेंबर दैट, हमने यही रेडियस लेके इस पे रख के ये वेवलेट बनाया था ना. तो ये जो डिस्टेंस है और ये जो डिस्टेंस है ये सेम डिस्टेंस है, क्योंकि यही डिस्टेंस का रेडियस इधर यूज किया था. आई होप यू आर क्लियर अबाउट दिस. नेक्स्ट, AC is equal to AC. Why? Common side. So now tell me, AC equal है, ये और ये साइड इक्वल है, ये दोनों 90 है, तो क्या मिला अपने को? Triangle AEC is congruent to triangle CBA by, कौन से टेस्ट से congruent है बताओ?
ASS.
नहीं, ASS ऐसा कोई टेस्ट ही नहीं है. हाँ, कौन सा? बराबर क्या? हाइपोटेनस साइड टेस्ट. ट्राइंगल कॉन्ग्रुएंट आ गया. ट्राइंगल कॉन्ग्रुएंट आ गया मतलब इसका रिमेनिंग एंगल, इस ट्राइंगल का रिमेनिंग एंगल ये वाला कौन सा एंगल? ACE इज कॉन्ग्रुएंट टू एंगल, ये रिमेनिंग एंगल ACE इस ट्राइंगल, ये रिमेनिंग एंगल किससे कॉन्ग्रुएंट रहेगा? इस ट्राइंगल के इस रिमेनिंग एंगल से. कौन सा एंगल से? BAC. बाय
Congruent angle.
BACT. और अगर ये एंगल ACE BAC से कॉन्ग्रुएंट है, मतलब I and R are equal. That is what we have proved. So Huygens theory could easily explain how does the reflection takes place. He also could explain that angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. तो ये पूरा डेरिवेशन किसके लिए किया? To prove how does angle of incidence and angle of reflection are equal using this wave nature of light. ये wave front वाला सब concepts use करके Huygens theory, Newton's corpuscular theory, dual nature, ये पूरा use करके how can I prove that I and R are equal? Okay, so we explained reflection. Now same way we have to explain about refraction. Okay, now concentrate at the refraction part. अच्छा, रिफ्लेक्शन में कुछ डाउट है तो पूछ लो पहले.
सर एक बार एंगल के मार्किंग्स बता दो ना.
कौन सा वाला एंगल का मार्किंग?
जो वो आई और इंसिडेंट है और रिफ्लेक्टेड है.
अच्छा, ये आई और आर कैसे आया?
हाँ सर.
ओके, दिस इज एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस. आई होप एवरीवन नोज इंसिडेंट रे, द एंगल मेड बाय इंसिडेंट रे विद द नॉर्मल इज एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस. नाउ जस्ट लुक एट दिस. इनसे परपेंडिकुलर कौन सा रेज है? इससे परपेंडिकुलर कौन? ये है. नॉर्मल सरफेस से परपेंडिकुलर होता है. इससे परपेंडिकुलर कौन सा है? ये वाला है. वेव फ्रंट इज परपेंडिकुलर टू द इंसिडेंट रे. ओके, इनके बीच में एंगल आई है, तो इन दोनों से परपेंडिकुलर जो है ना, ये और ये, इनके बीच में भी एंगल आई रहेगा. ये ट्रिक है, ये ट्रिक याद रखने का. नेक्स्ट, इससे परपेंडिकुलर ये है, इससे परपेंडिकुलर ये, इनके बीच में एंगल आर है, तो इन दोनों से परपेंडिकुलर ये दोनों है ना, इसके बीच में भी एंगल आर ही रहेगा. these two angles are equal. ये इससे इक्वल. ठीक है, परपेंडिकुलर्स का मेथड यूज किया है आई और आर इक्वल करने का ना. लिसन हियर, this is your incident rays, this is velocity of light in rarer medium, velocity of light in denser medium. This time, what is this time? We are learning about refraction. यानी मिरर नहीं है, ग्लास है या फिर denser medium है. Okay, we know that velocity of light in denser medium is less than the velocity of light in rarer medium. इसका वेलोसिटी इससे कम रहता है डेंसर मीडियम का. ओके, नाउ दीस आर द इंसिडेंट रेज. ये क्या है? क्या क्या वर्ड है इसके लिए? प्लीज टेल मी क्विकली.
Wave.
इसको क्या बोलते हैं?
Plane.
Prime.
Plane wave front. Very good.
Plane
Very
wave.
nice. Plane wave front. Now, the distance covered by this ray, it takes some time to reach over here. We see. Same time में ये ray किधर जाएगा? इधर जाएगा? नहीं, अंदर जाएगा. Refract होएगा ना? तो in time t, can you tell me how much distance is covered over here?
V1T.
V1T.
V1T. Very good. So this ray is not going to get reflected back, but it is going to get refracted. This ray is going to get refracted. So take this much of radius, V1T. Take this radius V1T. Keep it over here. And this time form a wavelet inside. Should I draw the wavelet inside of the same radius? इतना radius लेके same radius का wavelet बनाने का क्या? हाँ या ना?
No sir. No sir.
नहीं? क्यों नहीं?
Velocity different है.
Very nice. तो क्या बनाने का? ज्यादा वाला radius लेके बनाने का कि कम radius लेके बनाने का?
कम radius.
Come.
Very good. Very nice. अगर तुमको याद है यहीं पे लिखा हुआ है. This is a denser medium. Velocity of light in denser medium is less than the velocity of light in rarer medium. Huygens ने assumption गलत किया था, याद है ना? Which is was afterwards corrected. Velocity of light in denser medium less है. क्योंकि velocity less है, क्योंकि velocity इस velocity से less है, यानी जो distance covered है ना inside that is also less. तो राउंडर इस पे रखो, इतना रेडियस लो, इस पे रख के इतना रेडियस लेना और वो रेडियस को कम करो, उस रेडियस को कम करो और फिर वेवलेट बनाओ. कितना कम करना है? एनी डिस्टेंस विल बी फाइन. थोड़ा सा रेडियस कम करने का एंड देन अ वेवलेट हैज टू बी फॉर्म. देन ऐसे ही सब एनवेलप्स बनेंगे, सॉरी ऐसे ही सब वेवलेट्स बनेंगे. द एनवेलप्स ऑफ ऑल दीज वेवलेट्स विल बी कॉल्ड एज सेकेंडरी वेवफ्रंट. मैंने यहां से इधर एक टैंजेंट बनाया, इस सेमी सर्कल को टैंजेंट बनाया, ठीक है. फिर इसको इससे ज्वाइन करो, चेक करो. दिस इज रिफ्रैक्शन ऑफ लाइट. कैन यू सी दैट? दिस इज वेयर द रिफ्रैक्शन टेक्स प्लेस. दिस इज वेयर द रिफ्लेक्शन टुक प्लेस. दिस इज हाउ रिफ्रैक्शन टेक्स प्लेस. लेट्स नेम दिस पॉइंट अगेन एज E. Can you tell me how much distance is traveled over here? इसने कितना distance travel किया? V1T. बता सकते हो इसका distance क्या आएगा?
V2T.
Very good. V2T. Why V2T? Because V2 is the speed of light in this denser medium. This is the denser medium. This was a rarer medium. Okay. Any trouble till here?
No sir.
Okay.
No sir.
This is angle I. वापस एक बार वही I का रूल यूज करो. परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस, इससे परपेंडिकुलर ये है, इससे परपेंडिकुलर ये है. So tell me, इनके बीच में एंगल I. Can you tell me कौन सा डिस्टेंस I है यहाँ पे, कौन सा एंगल I है? थोड़ा फास्ट.
थोड़ा
वापस
पॉइंट
एक बार
से.
देखो. इससे परपेंडिकुलर ये आता है, इससे परपेंडिकुलर ये आता है.
BAC.
This angle is I.
BAC.
Which angle is I?
BAC.
BAC.
This angle is I. Any trouble here?
No sir.
Now this is called as angle of refraction. Refraction. Normal के साथ. Last time ये angle reflection था. Reflection वाला angle था. ये angle refraction वाला angle है. ठीक है? This is R. अब जरा परपेंडिकुलर डिस्टेंस का कॉन्सेप्ट यूज करो और बताओ कौन सा एंगल R होगा?
AC.
कौन सा?
AC.
यस, एंगल ACE. ये एंगल R है. वापस एक बार सुनो कैसे आ रहा है. इससे परपेंडिकुलर CE है. ये तो नॉर्मल है. नॉर्मल से परपेंडिकुलर सरफेस है. दिस एंगल इज R. तो इन दोनों से परपेंडिकुलर ये और ये था. दिस एंगल इज R. तो ये R है, ये भी R है. सो दिस एंगल इज I and this is R. Any trouble till this diagram?
No, sir.
Okay. अब जरा वापस एक्सप्लेन कर देना, ठीक है? स्पेशली जिसको इधर सा कंफ्यूजन थोड़ा आया रहेगा वो इधर क्लैरिफाई हो जाएगा. थोड़ा फास्ट है ना एक्सप्लेनेशन में. दिस इज इंसिडेंट रे. ये क्या है?
Plane wavefront.
Plane
Plane.
wavefront.
प्लेन वेव फ्रंट. वेरी गुड. प्लेन वेव फ्रंट. हाउ मच इज दिस डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड? ये स्पीड ऑफ लाइट v1 है, दिस स्पीड ऑफ लाइट है v2. यस, हाउ मच इज दिस डिस्टेंस ट्रैवल्ड?
V1T.
इतना रेडियस लेने का है, राउंडर इस पे रखना है और सेमी सर्कल बनाने का. बराबर?
नहीं,
क्या करने का?
Radius.
कम करने का रेडियस.
Take this radius, reduce it slightly. Take this radius, reduce it slightly. Keep it over here. Draw semicircle. Next, इस पॉइंट को इस पॉइंट से ज्वाइन करो. This is your wave front. This is which wave front?
सेकेंडरी.
तो ये तुम्हारा रिफ्रैक्टेड रे है. ठीक है? ओके. This angle is I. Here, which angle is I?
BAC.
Very good. Angle BAC is I. I hope everyone knows. इससे perpendicular, इससे perpendicular. So this angle is I. This is R. Which angle is R?
AC.
AC.
This angle is R. ACE. Okay. Now, what is sin I? Use this right triangle. What is sin I? Opposite
BC.
upon hypotenuse. Yeah, that clear?
Yes, sir.
What is sin R? What is sin R? Opposite. ये opposite distance कितना है by the way? V2t. जैसे ये V1t था, इसका velocity कम है V2. V2 is less than V1. तो V2t opposite upon hypotenuse. देखो ये 90 है, तो ये hypotenuse है AC. So sin I is opposite. ये 90 है, तो ये hypotenuse है AC. Sin R is opposite upon hypotenuse AC. So now, what is sin I upon sin R?
V1T upon V2T.
V1T upon V2T.
So what is sin I upon sin R? दोनों डिवाइड हो गया, AC कैंसिल हो गया, यानी V1T upon V2T, यानी क्या आएगा?
V1 upon V2.
V1 upon V2. यहाँ तक क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
That is sin I upon sin R is equal to C upon V2 upon C upon V1. See, none of these are vacuum. Velocity of light in vacuum is 3 into 10 raised to 8. Velocity of light in vacuum is 3 into 10 raised to 8. We use the symbol C for that. This we use it as C symbol for that. So मैंने क्या किया? C इंट्रोड्यूस किया. C upon V2, C upon V2 मैंने मल्टीप्लाई डिवाइड बाय C किया. तो दिस बिकम C upon V2 और ये C है और V1 ऊपर है और V1 नीचे लेके आए तो C upon V1. तो मैंने इसी एक्सप्रेशन में क्या पुट अप कर दिया? मल्टीप्लाई डिवाइड बाय C किया है. मल्टीप्लाई डिवाइड बाय C किया है. C upon V2, C upon V1. C नीचे है upon V1. यहाँ तक क्लियर हुआ? This
Yes,
is called as absolute refractive index in medium 2. This is called as absolute refractive index in medium 1. This is called as Snell's law. N2 upon N1, refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium. Refractive index of second medium with respect to first medium is sin I upon sin R. This is called as Snell's law. So using refraction, using this wavefront concept, we could explain laws of refraction. In fact, हमने यहाँ पे laws of reflection और laws of refraction सिर्फ इतना explain नहीं किया है, हमने उसके सारे laws explain कर दिया. that the incident ray and the reflected ray lie on the opposite side of normal. Incident ray and the refracted ray lies on the opposite side of normal. हमने ये wavefront concept से explain किया है. Next, we also explained that the incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal all lie in the same plane. Incident ray, refracted ray, and the normal all lie in the same plane. So हमने दोनों laws को prove किया using wavefront concept, as well as हमने उसका दूसरी laws भी जो थे वो सब prove कर दिया. Okay, so this explains reflection and refraction. Any questions till here? Okay. ये सब प्लेन वेव फ्रंट्स है. These are the incident rays. This is denser medium. Because this is denser medium, tell me, what is your understanding about these wave fronts and these wave fronts? Denser medium में wave fronts में क्या हुआ?
डिस्टेंस कम हुआ.
Very nice. That is the wave fronts के बीच का distance कम हुआ. Now what do you mean by the distance between these wave fronts? Wave front के बीच का distance यानी lambda. Wave length. This is wavelength. I will call it lambda 1 because this is the first medium. Lambda 2, this is in the second medium. So what we have noticed is when the ray of light goes from rarer to denser medium, the wavelength decreases. Okay. What is speed of light equal to? Distance upon time. When it distance of one wave and time for one wave consider किया. ठीक है? सेम टाइम में जो वेव फ्रंट्स के बीच का डिस्टेंस है, वेव फ्रंट के बीच का डिस्टेंस है, दैट हैज reduced. Reason because of velocity. What is lambda 1 equal to v1t? What is lambda 2 equal to v2t? अच्छा, पहले तो ये फॉर्मूला समझा के नहीं बता हुआ. What is speed equal to distance upon time? Distance traveled by one wave. एक वेव का डिस्टेंस lambda. Time for one wave is time period. मैंने ऐसा लिखा होता ना, that is time. पर ऐसे लिखा है मतलब time period. What is the difference? This is the time required for one wave. So this is one wave का time. This is one wave का time and one wave का distance. So what is lambda 1? v1t, lambda 2, v2t. Is that clear? यहाँ तक clear हो गया?
Yes, sir.
अब दोनों को divide करो. So what does lambda 1 upon lambda 2 becomes? v2 upon v1, दोनों का time period cancel हो गया. Is that clear? v2 upon v1. यहाँ तक समझ में आ गया क्या?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now, but we also know that velocity is equal to n times frequency, मतलब frequency into lambda. We also know that velocity is equal to frequency into lambda. If velocity is equal to frequency into lambda, this we have studied in 11th standard, v is equal to n lambda, where n signifies the frequency. यहाँ पे frequency का symbol अलग use कर रहे हैं, यहाँ पे मैं frequency का symbol ये वाला use कर रहा हूँ, textbook के हिसाब से. So velocity is equal to frequency into lambda. So what do we come to know? ये दोनों lambda cancel हो गया, ये भी lambda cancel हो गया, यानी क्या पता चला? Frequency in the second medium is equal to the frequency in the first medium. Okay. So even if the ray of light changes its medium, what have we come to know? That the frequency remains same. याद रखना, when the ray of light changes its medium, frequency remains same. Why frequency remains same? Because frequency is the fundamental property of a wave. Come to this page number 164. Last line पे आ जाओ. This demonstrates that the frequency of the wave remains unchanged while going from one medium to another. Similar analysis goes through if the wave is incident at an angle as shown. ये मैंने normal वाला लिया. सेम एनालिसिस अगर अपना एंगुलर वेव होता तो सिमिलर एनालिसिस मिलता था, ठीक है। ठीक है, तो तुमको एक ही से एक्सप्लेन करने का, दोनों ड्रॉ करने का जरूरत नहीं है। नेक्स्ट, रिमेंबर दिस, the frequency of a wave is its fundamental property and does not change while going from one medium to another. इधर से इधर जाते वक्त क्या क्या चेंज होएगा, पहले मेरे को बताओ। इधर से इधर जाते वक्त क्या क्या चेंज होगा? स्पीड चेंज हो गया, लैम्बडा चेंज हो गया, वेवलेंथ चेंज हो गया। क्या सेम रहेगा इसके अंदर? फ्रीक्वेंसी सेम रहेगा। इवन इफ इट चेंजेस मीडियम, फ्रीक्वेंसी रिमेन सेम। The speed and the wavelength of a wave do change and are inversely proportional to the relative refractive index of the second medium with respect to the first medium.